MakerDAO. All right, so welcome to the Forum at a Glance, a weekly review of what's happened on the forums, this time for the week of October 21st to October 28th. So let's begin with the top announcements. It's great to see that Shupi announces his delegate platform. He uniquely replaces the core values by instead presenting his voting methods, which is very cool. He also provides a brief background and some conflict of interest in his delegate platform. Tim will present his delegate platform in the upcoming Meet Your Delegate call number 5 on November 3rd. So be there and join. Next up, in recent forum discussions that imply bullish market outlook and increased demand for DAI minting, suggest that several parameter changes and vault upgrades may be necessary. So the risk core unit believes that the time is right to introduce a WBTC B vault with a lower liquidation ratio, which could help absorb the increased demand for WBTC capital and generate more DAI. In addition to that, the risk core unit believes that we should also onboard WBTC B protocol A vault, which was supported by the community in previous polls. And these votes can be worked in tandem. So check out the post. There's a lot more detail in there. Next, A's published a discounted cash flow model about 6 months ago, and he follows up on that post with a new thread containing updates, revisions, and a link to an MKR valuation model as of October 27th, 2021. And moving on to the top 3 discussions, with lots of juicy discussion around governance and the role of recognized delegates. ICYMI, first time I've ever verbally said his name, presents his own opinions and feedback by providing current issues and potential solutions to those issues. Check out the post for more detail. Next up, in response to the monthly strategy review call that happened on October 26th, Dallin presents a comprehensive thread containing his thoughts and ideas to help improve MakerDAO KPIs. Dallin is seeking feedback and discussion from members and the community on that post. And finally, Tyler Winklevoss from Gemini proposes creating a GUSD PSM that may help reduce single third-party risk for Maker, diversify DAI collateral, and help strengthen DAI's mission as the largest decentralized stablecoin. He's looking for feedback and discussion from members and the community on the post, which currently has 0 comments. All right, moving on to all of our active signal requests, and there's a lot right now. Subventures from Real World Finance presents an update for P1 drop and requests to increase their acquisition price to 2.85 million, which would provide MakerDAO exposure of 2 million per farm. The expected debt ceiling is 20 million, and the 10 plus equity tranche would be 8.5 million. In addition, the signal request also asks to add Arkansas as a possible state. And next up, in response to previous signals and discussion, Long for Wisdom proposes higher compensation for delegates and asks the community whether we should increase the maximum delegate compensation, as described in MIP 61, to 144,000 DAI for the initial 3-month delegate compensation trial. Next, we also have James K. McCall from Real World Finance, who presents a detailed MIP 55 signal request to the community for support in their Real DAO Special Purpose Fund. The Real DAO SPF is a unique approach to express a willingness to experiment with new ways to handle real-world assets. The Real World Finance Core Unit asks whether MakerDAO would signal a 50,000 DAI SPF with conditions applied to build a decentralized SPV infrastructure. Lots of detail in there, so definitely check out the post if you're planning to vote. All right, next up, Matic, Comp, BAL, and Avi vaults have shown poor performance. So all of them have shown poor performance and difficulty covering Oracle gas costs, with addition to other issues regarding Matic. Nick from Oracle's core unit signals to offboard these vaults. For our next signal request, the new Silver AO pool on Tin Lake has been live for 10 months and approved as its first real-world asset with MakerDAO for 6 months. Therefore, given the seniority of the MakerDAO debt and many other protections, including borrower's equity on every loan, they hope the community will consider adjusting the maximum share of drop tokens that the DAO is holding. So Prankster25 is asking the community whether MakerDAO should increase its maximum share of NS drop to 85% when AO10 participation is just 50%. And moving on to our very final signal request with Andrew Bourbon. In response to the governance and risk call that happened on October 14th, Andrew Bourbon signals a second attempt to raise the debt ceiling for ETH-A, ETH-B, WBTC-A, and others, along with raising the liquidation penalty for ETH-A and ETH-B vaults. Ugh. That's it. That was all the signal requests. All right. For more information on the forum at glance, check out the post. It includes more announcements, some more discussions, 3-point summary, evaluation reports, ongoing initiatives, and help wanted. All right, that's it.